Hey YouTube, this is Steve from San Francisco. Today is Friday, October 22nd, 2021. There's something that I've been meaning to talk about. It's about religion. And there's good parts with religion, and there's a dark side, a bad part with religion. And there's been a few things that have happened with religion that have been bad. There's one thing. I just seen a series on Netflix about a month ago. It was called Midnight Mass. It made me think. It's a fictional movie, or it's a series. It's fictional. And it's about, they're a church, okay? And a lot of strange things happened during it. So, this is what happened. The priest went on a trip to Jerusalem, to the Holy Land, and he went to Damascus. Then he went into this tunnel inside of a cave, and he thought he seen an angel. And he was in there. He was an older gentleman, and the angel appeared. Supposedly it was an angel, but it wasn't. And so he ended up falling asleep. Something happened to him, and he woke up. The angel was there. He gave him like a gift of life and made him younger again. He used his blood to give him life, youth. So he ended up going back to his parish. Then he had mass. He shows up. Everybody thought it was a new priest because he was younger again. He went in, but he was supposed to sell. It was an ordinary time, but he wore the Easter outfit. Then it was gold, and then it was Lent. Okay, on this movie it was Lent. Then a lot of strange stuff is happening since the priest came back. Nobody knew it was him because he was younger. He was old when he left. So a lot of strange stuff were happening. Animals. There was a storm. There were birds that died. Fish. Yeah, it looked like a tornado happened, and yeah, a lot of strange stuff happened since this priest showed back up. Then he started healing people. He made a girl in a wheelchair walk. He told her to get up, and she walked. He had all these gifts. Then people started to listen to him. And they thought he was doing a good thing. But this angel was a demon, but he flew. He looked like he was helping people. Then Lent happened, miracles. He kept on giving people miracles. Then he said he had a big miracle on Easter. So he needed the wine to keep himself going. But he couldn't be outside during the day. Yeah, he couldn't be outside. He was like a vampire. So every time he went out in the sun, he would start to burn. So whoever drank the wine that was given to people, they ended up turning. He turned people into what he was. So they couldn't be outside during the day. Then they had to have mass at night. So at midnight, they would show up for church. Then they had Good Friday and the Easter celebration. Then he promised a big miracle on Easter Sunday at midnight. So he tried to make everybody drink the wine so they could become. So they were drinking the wine, slowly becoming what he was. Then if they drank the wine in Easter Sunday, permanently they promised eternal life, but they only could be around at nighttime. They were like vampires. And, all right, a few of them drank it, and a few of them refused. Okay, after that, after everybody drank it, and the people that refused, the people that drank the wine with the blood ended up attacking the people that didn't drink the wine, that refused it. So they ended up scattering, and they ended up chasing them, and yeah, it was crazy. He brainwashed everybody. See, he brainwashed everybody to take in the wine. Then the people that took the wine, everything burned in the town, so they couldn't go in when the sun came up. So they ended up succumbing to the sun. They ended up perishing from there. The thing is, religion, it depends who you follow. And sometimes the dark side of it, you could be misled. People get brainwashed. Just like in the movie, they ended up listening to him because of a promise. They promised eternal life, and that's what happens. That's scary. People fall for it. Yeah, it depends who you go to. In Christianity, there's some good Christians, then there's some bad Christians. There's some good other, people, there's some good Muslims, there's some bad Muslims. It depends who you listen to, who you get your information from. That's it. Then, sometimes you have these cults you hear about once in a while. There was one in 1978, Jim Jones. People he ended up misleading a lot of people, and they ended up drinking Kool-Aid, and they perished from there. That was crazy. It was November 18th, 1978, I believe. He promised them everything, and they got nothing. Nothing. Yeah, and there's another one. 1997, the Hale-Bopp Comet, I think it was called. It was the spring of 1997, and there was another group of people that ended up perishing because they think something was following the comet. That's one of the stories I heard. Then there was the Branch Davidian, I can't pronounce his name, David Koresh, 1992, but almost 30 years ago that happened. People were misled, believing something was going to happen. It just depends. It depends on everything. Read the Bible, get the facts. That's it. And the people, the ministries or the churches, do some research on them before you go. Do everything. People get desperate. They get down on their luck. They could get brainwashed. They're tired. They're at the end of the rope. And that's what happens. Then they get misled. It's a scary world out there. The dark side of religion. It's scary. I went to CCD when I was a kid. I was an altar boy when I was younger. Sometimes it was overbearing and scary. I was scared at some of the sermons, things that were said. I admit that. Yeah, religion could be a scary thing. You try to do the right thing. People are not perfect. People make mistakes. I'm not perfect. The president's not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Nobody. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has a flaw. No matter who you are, you have a flaw. That's just the way it is. Things happen. Yeah. If you join a congregation, just go by your gut feeling. If you feel good and feel comfortable, go with it. And yeah, what happened with these people, like the Jim Jones situation, the Branch Davidian, and yeah, it's just sad. There was a Netflix movie on the Branch Davidian a while back. I watched it, and that was an eye-opener. It was. Yeah, it was. Just follow Jesus. He's there. He'll guide you. Just pray. Just pray. If you ask for a prayer, he'll answer you. Sometimes you pray and there's a street sign that says something and the answer would be right there. You just never know. Yeah, just trying to do the good work, doing the research on everything, but that was a delicate subject. It's tough. It's tough. Just follow your instinct. Just hang in there. Just go with the flow, and everything would be all right. There's a lot of good people out there. There's a lot of good people. You just have to find them in the right places. All right? I guess this is all I have to say. Steve for San Francisco. My Yahoo account is stevefromsanfran@yahoo.com, and I am out.